Hey, it's Adam here, your favorite certified rust check technician. And we're going to talk about drilling holes inside of a Toyota Camry. So, you know probably from my other videos that I am not the keenest on drilling holes. And if you don't have to drill them, don't. We got a 2012 Toyota Camry here, and so this one, like I have a 98 myself, this one has a factory cap right there that's painted. You can see the paint. So, you know, standard rust check, every door would have two holes, one right here. Now it wasn't there, so I made that hole. And then not only did I make that hole, but when I put my caps on, they are sitting in coat and protect, not the traditional rust check product, but they're sitting in coat and protect. So I'm gonna have a barrier of rust inhibitor around that cap so it doesn't create a rust point. Now this is one of my pet peeves. I mean, I've made so many videos about it. I got, you know, thousands and thousands of views on my rust check videos because I think people are curious and they understand that, you know, 20 plus years of experience here, so I know what I'm talking about. One of my biggest pet peeves, and I see it a lot. You have a rocker panel cover right here that came off with 3 clips very easily. You can do it with your fingers underneath it, or get a screwdriver gently and a rag around it so you don't crack the paint or scratch the paint, and pop it up. Now most other places that you go to, including some rust checks, would make an access hole here, or worst of all right here. I've seen that way too many times. And so what irritates me is, you know, take a screwdriver, go underneath it, take the clips out, and you have 3 painted holes from factory. Painted. You don't have to break the paint. So then the next question will be, how are you going to access the pillar? So I made a hole here, and I intentionally put it here because that's where the rubber grommet is going to rub up against. I knew there was space there, and I'll put a white cap in there. I put another hole there, which was a bit of a dud, but I can still get the product up in there. And when I say little bit of a dud, I mean I would like to get wands in there instead of my custom wands. I would like to use standard rust check wands, but I can still get product in there, so I'm not too worried about it. And on the back doors, they didn't have any access holes, so I made them in the standard rust check locations that you would see. Quarter panels are a big deal. Most people don't want to spend the time to take the clips out and access right here. So that's why most rust checks and other competitors will make an access point right here. Now, the customer in this case has given me carte blanche. He said, you own a Camry, I have a Camry, do whatever you want to do. And I said, okay. If it was just me spraying his car, I probably wouldn't make that, but I told him, look, you may bring it to me next year, you may not, so I'm going to make it so that anybody else can rust check your car properly. I'm also going to spray in the back, and I'm also going to spray these the trunk hinges and the trunk springs, the tension springs, because believe it or not, they do crack and creak and rust. Anyway, that's my whole diagram for today. There's going to be rocker panel access underneath as well, and then you have your front fender access from right here. So you can see there, wands can go right in there. It's really simple to get those front fenders. They give you an extraordinary amount of space. Look at that. That's all the inside of the panel. So, I mean, when your job is just to cover the inside of all the body panels with product and spray the bottom, it's not that complicated. But when you see people drilling holes beside rocker panel covers, that is irritating. And I don't put any product in the roof, and that's just them brakes, kiddo, because we can't do that. The product will drip down onto the headliner, and then you'll get complaints about my headliner is droopy. So if you read the fine print of the warranty, rust check actually only covers from the window sills down on the body panels only. Alright guys, that's been Adam, your favorite rust check technician, going over my whole placement on a 2012 Toyota Camry.